Where can you shop for birthday gifts, but it isn't the mall?
Where can you cash a check, but it isn't a bank?
Where can you pick up a prescription, but it isn't the pharmacy?
Where can you go to McDonald's, but it isn't a restaurant?
Where can you borrow a book, but it isn't the library?
Where can you travel through the city, but it isn't Indianapolis?
You can do all these things at Clarian Health Partners, an organization made up of Methodist Hospital, Indiana University Hospital, and Riley Hospital for Children. But you don't have to be a patient to do all these things. Hi, my name's Ashley. My friends Hannah, Jordan, Abram, and I have learned a lot of things about different jobs at Clarian that you can have, and we like to tell you about them.
You all know that doctors and nurses work at hospitals, but did you know that you can come to any of Clarian's hospitals and play music for a living? Or be an electrician? How about a web designer?
At Clarian, you can cash a check, shop for a present, and even catch a train ride.
So I guess it's like Clarian is its own little city.
Yeah, and since people get sick at all times of the day, Clarian has doctors, nurses, and even janitors that come and leave at all hours. It truly is the city that never sleeps. With all these people coming in and out, Clarian needs lots of security guards patrolling the grounds and the buildings. In fact, we rode along with Officer Watkins to see what his job was like at Clarian.
My job is we keep people safe, we make rounds, and we do escorts. When I first started working here, I always thought about nurses and doctors working in the hospital. I didn't think about x-ray, lab, housekeeping, dietary, staff working, but it takes a whole group to work to make the hospital work. It pays well. The benefits are great. I can spend more time with my family on my off days. Each day you meet so many different people, and each day is challenging for me. And I just love meeting people. It's like a city in a city, and I love working for Clarian.
There are so many jobs in healthcare that I never knew anything about. Have you ever had surgery or broken a bone? When I was little, I broke my right leg, and when they took the cast off, my leg was so weak that I had to go see a physical therapist, like this little boy, so that I could get stronger.
Good job, Louie.
We caught up with a physical therapist named Abby. She loves kids, but doesn't want to work in an elementary school or a daycare with them. She wants to help them get stronger.
My favorite part of the job is in my interaction with the children every day. Working with kids here at the hospital, you see them from when they have surgery or they have some diagnosis that you wouldn't normally see in just an everyday nursery that you would have exposure to. So here you get to be able to take them, strengthen them back up, and get them back to functioning in their environment. Come on, get those tummy muscles working. Good job.
Abby has some great advice if you want to be a physical therapist.
I would try and shadow as much as possible. You can volunteer at the hospitals and get exposure to the different departments and learn about those areas.
And there's a neat benefit that Abby really enjoys.
Here at Clarian, there's a fitness center that employees can use before and after, so the kids aren't the only ones that get healthy. High five.
Well, I never wanted to be a police officer, and I like kids. But I'm shy, and I don't think that I want to meet lots of different people each and every day. As we were learning about jobs in healthcare, I was beginning to think that there was nothing for me. I love playing with computer games, and I love surfing the internet, so when we met JG, I knew that I had found a job that I would like. JG is a web designer. He gets to play with all the newest gadgets that come out.
The different kind of programs I design are training software modules that are designed in Flash. I use Illustrator, Photoshop, web development tools to create those products. The perks of this job are the pay is good. You get to play with all the latest and greatest toys in the tech world, web development, design, and just you get to work on really cool projects and you can be creative. The main way I affect patients here is providing the clinical staff and the physicians with information that allows them to do their job better.
If you want to be a web designer, you have to know more than how to play computer games.
You also need to have really good language skills, math, geometry, things like that that actually come into play when you're designing logos, when you're trying to design software.
By now, we were almost halfway through our tour at Clarian Health, and I was getting pretty hungry. But hospital food has a reputation for, well, not really tasting like Mom's cooking. But while we were at Clarian, I found out that patients there could order food off the menu, just like we do at restaurants. There was baked fish, pasta, fresh vegetables. It's making me hungry just thinking about it. We had a chance to talk to a cook named Robert about his job at Clarian.
Throughout my career, I've been doing this for 19, 20 years. I've just about done it all. Hospital setting I hadn't done yet. It was always my goal to get into a hospital because there's more room for advancement. What surprised me was that I didn't think that you had a traditional restaurant setting in a hospital. When you think of hospital food, you get a lot of people say that they just like hospital food. Here what we do is very professional. I take pride in what I do.
And it's a good thing patients can order what they want. Chicken noodle soup always makes me feel better when I'm sick.
If the patients enjoy the food, they feel better about themselves and helps them recover a little bit better.
Remember when I told you about my leg? When I went to the hospital, they took an x-ray of my leg to see if it was broken. We found another department here at Clarian where people take pictures of patients' insides. I wasn't sure if I wanted to work in a department like that, but Megan told us some things that make it sound really fun.
Okay, I want you to roll up onto your left side. Go ahead and roll up away from me.
I like being able to do different things. I like the different areas X-ray has to offer, and I like being able to go different places. I think a lot of kids think that hospitals are scary. They don't want to come to a hospital. And an X-ray department, you know, it's fun down here. You just get your picture taken.
I want you to hold really still for me.
Megan likes her coworkers so much that she even hangs out with them after work.
Working here is like being part of a family because we get together outside of work, and on weekends we go out and play golf and eat lunch.
This is for my bat?
Yeah, we're going to get 2 pictures of your bat.
I think I have a long future here at Clarian. It's a really nice place to work, lots of friendly people. I've made lots of good friends here, and so I think I'll be around here a while. Even though we're a relatively small department, we play a large role in helping patients get better.
I thought the machines that Megan uses were big, but then Mike, an electrician, showed us machines that he uses. He helps keep machines like Megan's up and running when there's a power outage in Indianapolis. The machines are so loud that I can even hear myself think. I wish I had one of those when my mom's nagging me about homework.
My primary job is maintaining life support power. My job is to keep the power functioning and so you can get well and go on your way. One of the other jobs I had in the past, if you want to take a day off, you took the day off with no pay whatsoever. Where Clarian offers us what's called personal days off, and it's great because if I want a day off, I just ask my supervisor and I get the day off with pay.
Are there really that many jobs out there for electricians?
The electrical skill as an electrician is among one of the highest paid skilled trades in the United States. There is a tremendous demand for electricians. The pay is fantastic. I actually enjoy working here. The people I work with are very nice, they're friendly, they're helpful. I see myself retiring from Clarian.
When we first came to the playroom at Clarian, we thought it was going to be all fun and games. But the kids in here are actually using music to get better. Music always makes me feel better, but I couldn't believe it when I learned that Jan gets to play music all day, and she gets paid for it. And my mother said that I couldn't make money in a rock band.
My primary instrument is flute, and I introduce that as much as I can when I'm working with patients, but it's not always conducive because sometimes I need to talk too. I like my doctor, he's really cool. Keyboard, guitar, auto harp, omnichord, various percussion instruments, drums, tone chimes, just to list a few. And flute was really my passion and what led me to become, or want to become, a music therapist.
I can't believe Jan gets paid to play music all day.
I was surprised that I could be playing music in a hospital setting, having fun at it, and getting paid for it all at the same time. I never stopped to think how many people it took to make a hospital run and what kinds of jobs they might have. I've been here 5 years now, and this is my best job.
Hello, friend. It's good to see you today.
On our healthcare tour, we were learning about so many different jobs I didn't even know about. But then we were introduced to the nurses. Now, I know hospitals have nurses, but I was surprised to meet 2 male nurses on the tour. Now, I think this may be the job for me. Nursing just isn't for women, and I'll get to work with other guys too.
Hi Kristen, my name's Luke. I'm going to be your nurse tonight. How are you feeling? Working here in the surgical intensive care unit, we get to see a broad range of patients on a daily basis. It's a place that requires a big team of people to take care of everybody, from the people that clean the rooms to the nurses that take care of them to the doctors that perform the surgeries and prescribe medications. Everybody has an important role.
Got the doctor on the way?
Yep, he's on his way coming. It's a fast-paced job that requires quick thinking and a lot of motivation.
And it's a job with a very unusual benefit.
The biggest perk for me is the scheduling. We work 12-hour shifts, so you work 2 to 3 days a week and get paid as if you were working for 5. The thing that I like the most about my job is the satisfaction that I get from seeing one patient come to me in a very sick state and leave the unit as close to normal as possible. You're going to feel the blood pressure cuff on your arm tighten up here.
Well guys, that's the end of our tour.
I don't know about you, but we were surprised to find out how many jobs there are in healthcare.
So if you want a job as a police officer or even a chef, just say "ah" to a career in healthcare.